Well, good morning, everybody. Today I have a special treat. Paige is going to cook us a meal today. Okay. I know she's super excited about that.
I'm so excited.
A lot of people say that, does Paige know how to cook? She never cooks any food. I always say that you're a wonderful, wonderful human being and can cook very well. No, seriously, she can cook really good. But today, what I want to show you is how to make, and I'm going to screw this up. I know it. I just ate a bunch of peanuts. Sorry. We're going to make pho, right? Pho. Pho. Pho is a Vietnamese soup, and it's awesome, and it's like comfort food. But you guys can buy this just about anywhere on the planet, I think. Pho. And it's not that expensive, but we're going to show you how to make it at home. Now, all these ingredients you can pretty much find, I think, any grocery store that has a tiny little Asian section. But there's different types, and you can use any kind of noodles that you want. A rice noodle, like I have a whole list of noodles in my head, but you can use any noodles. But I like the udon noodle. I don't know why, I like the big, thick noodle, kind of like a chicken noodle soup noodle or something like that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, here's all the vegetables that we're going to use. We're going to use cilantro, green onion, carrots, and this is a bean sprout. Now you can also, which we don't have today, is use jalapeno, but that's just something that you can just put on top. So, oh, I'm sorry, basil as well. Basil goes in. You guys know that after the soup's already done, you put the basil on top, if that's your thing. We have a little bit of garlic for the seasoning, some fresh onion, and this is the paste here that you can buy. Sometimes it's difficult. Now, sometimes it's difficult to find, but you can get all different kinds of this paste. You can get shrimp, chicken, pork, beef. Am I lying?
Shrimp gonna be tom yum.
Shrimp, tom yum, not pho.
Not pho, shrimp.
Okay, scratch the shrimp. So anyway, what you want to find though to make it more like the common pho is find the beef paste, pretty much, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm doing because I don't. So Paige is going to show us how to start this process, and also we got, before I continue to blah, 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 meat. You can use any kind of meat you want. Today we have ribeye, and this is just what I got at the local Asian market. It was already sliced. Of course, you can use a lot of the Vietnamese noodle shops like to use like a roast beef, which is really good, but I think you have to stew it for a while to make it kind of tender. But anyway, this is just a quick recipe. You can use chicken feet if you want to, anything you want. So anyway, enough talking. Okay, these are our noodles. They come, actually you can buy these fresh and whole and you can cut them up yourself. But this is how they come today. They're already cooked, so Paige has got some water on and she's just gonna steam it basically, right? What happens if you overcook it? I mean, is this the only way to do this, is to steam it?
No, you can put it in the pot after finish.
Okay.
I like it.
We have Lori and my mom sitting over here waiting for the final outcome for us to eat.
Yes.
We're just gonna steam it first.
I'm gonna steam it first.
Tired. Keep going, my friend. You still everything on?
Yes, it.
It's okay.
It's boiling.
We've got both pots of boiling water boiling right now. So you really don't have to do this step if you don't like, but you could just put this in with the soup once we get the soup started. But if you boil it, if you make sure if there's anything on here out of the package, we're just gonna put it in here and kind of cook it a little bit in the boiling water and also kind of clean it if there's any kind of chemicals or anything, if that bothers you. But it's easy just to kind of pre-boil it before we put it in the soup. Happy? Paige is always happy. It's better to use fresh garlic, but this is what we have. This is just garlic in a jar. Just as good. It's garlic. It's going to taste the same. I'm pretty sure. Fresh onions. Carrots.
If you like it.
If you like carrots, of course this is your soup. You can put whatever you want in there as far as vegetables, but carrots need to get a little bit soft. So we're gonna put the carrot and the green onion and the regular onion in first to get it softened. Of course, this is, well, you don't want to put that in there now because it'll definitely cook too fast and just be mushy. What happened? You got one that got away from you?
Yeah. Dạ thưa được rồi.
Now that it's on. Okay, the actual instructions are on, is it instructions or directions? Anyway. Anyway, on the back of the jar, you can, but what it is basically is 1 teaspoon per, I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon per cup of water. So we've got
3 cup.
Huh?
3 cup.
Oh, okay, let me back up. Hang on. What we've got here is failure to communicate. So what we've got, sorry.
You want glasses?
Hang on, I have my glasses on. I'm gonna cut all this out.
Okay.
We have 1 tablespoon per 3 cups of water. I got that right.
Yay.
And we've got about 4 cups of water, so we're gonna have like a hefty tablespoon of the paste. And all of your seasoning is right here.
I'm gonna do 3 cups.
Okay, so you said 1 tablespoon for 3 cups.
Yeah.
And now you're putting 3 tablespoons.
Yeah, you say we have how many cups?
4 cups.
Oh.
Well, let's give it a little taste. I think we need a little bit more seasoning, a little bit more. I just guessed on the water amount.
Noodles.
So everything with the Asian dish is to taste. So You can read the instructions on the back of the jar, but I think you're going to have to add it until it tastes good for you. But you got to remember, we got to add all the noodles and the meat, so it needs to be a little bit rich flavor.
Vietnam.
Okay, now we're going to strain the water out of the noodles.
Almost. Somebody hungry.
All right, now we're going to add the beef.
Yeah, put on. And tomato.
We're just going to stir this up a little bit. When the carrots get a little bit soft, then we know it's ready, and then we'll add the noodle. And then we're going to taste it again. Then if we have to add more sauce, we can add it at any time. But everything's to taste.
That's what I bought.
Okay, also, if it tastes a little, it depends on your taste buds, but if it's a little bland, you can use garlic salt to add to some flavoring, or you can use like a beef flavor bouillon. And they use this a lot in Asia too. You guys have seen my mother-in-law put that in almost every single dish. But if you have that, the best thing to add to give it more of a how would I say this? It's a full flavor. You want to add, without adding too much salt, maybe a beef bouillon. You can use pork, chicken also, or just a little bit of garlic salt. But it just depends on your taste buds. You may taste it at this point and think this is perfect. But when you add the beef to it, it does bring a lot more flavor into the soup. But for our taste buds, we have to have some kind of boldy flavor. But when this is done, I'm going to add sriracha, and I would typically add jalapeno to mine too because I like it with a little kick.
No, because the noodle is big. It's my plate. It's different.
And also, something to remember too is the udon noodle is pretty big compared to just a thin rice noodle that they typically use in the pho soup. So it'll make it a little bit more, a little bit bland, huh? So that's why we're doing, it's our soup. We can put whatever we want, and you guys can put whatever you want in your soup too. Easy to make though. Thank you, you're awesome. In goes the noodle. Our carrots are not exactly really soft, but we like them a little crunchy. Of course, you can cut them thin too if you like. In goes the noodles. That's quite a bit of noodle, but I think Thai soup and Vietnamese soup has a lot of noodles, so. But that's okay. Normally when we go eat at the restaurant, I can't eat all the noodle.
I'm not gonna put cilantro. Somebody doesn't like it.
We're gonna hold the cilantro because Mom doesn't like it, but we can add it in our dish.
A little bit this and onion. They're okay with onion, right?
Green onion, okay? Yeah.
Okay. There's no cilantro.
And it is complete. So we are going to, look at this beautiful place setting here. We're going to give it a try and see how wonderful it tastes. I'm sure it's going to be perfect, right?
I hope so.
All right, here we go. And one other important ingredient, if you like and you don't spill it everywhere, is the sriracha. It's not sriracha. This is just a chili garlic sauce, or you can use a sriracha sauce.
In there we have.
But this is awesome. A little bit of that, if you like.
I don't like it.
Let's give it a taste.
Go on.
Yeah,
It's good, huh?
very good.
Of course it is. Good? The chef says it's good. Very good, baby. You're an awesome cook. You're hired.
You're hired. Please stay.
She only has a spoon in her hand, not a knife, so I'm just messing with her a little bit. Thank you so very much for showing us how to make this awesome Vietnamese dish called pho. I hope you guys try this recipe, and I hope you share. If you do, please send me an email and a picture of it. Maybe we'll add it to a future video. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching us, and we will see you on the next episode of No Time to Be Hungry. Bye.